Welcome to Connecticut Health and Wellness Practitioners YouTube channel. We are bringing you great practitioners while educating and promoting health and wellness throughout the state of Connecticut. In this video, we're going to be learning about how to find meaning and purpose in our lives.
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven.
Penny has been a transformational psychotherapist, life coach, speaker, and author for 35 years. She integrates mind, body, heart, and soul in her practice.
Sometimes we're searching for purpose when we go through trauma, which is what happened with me. In other words, what's the meaning of my life? Well, after tremendous loss. And I started asking the question, what is the meaning of my life? And I eventually was guided to find it. Other ways we start searching for meaning and purpose could be through midlife crisis. Again, is this all there is? People start asking. It could be from empty nest syndrome. It could be just from boredom. There's like an inbred need to find meaning and purpose.
Yeah, like when somebody gets to the top of their workforce and their career, and they're saying, is this all there is?
Right.
And they're searching for more.
And they search for more, exactly.
How do you suggest that people find?
Well, the reality is we don't find it, it comes to us. Okay, meaning when we follow our joy, we're actually guided. For me, after going through divorce, I was reading everything I could on relationships and well-being. I was reading books on spirituality and finding a higher power, even something to hang on to. And I just kept reading and doing more of what I love to do. It was around the time Joseph Campbell coined the phrase, follow your bliss. And that's what I kept doing. I just kept reading and studying. And eventually I was asked to write the book, Personal Kabbalah, 32 Paths to Inner Peace and Life Purpose. Now, when we talk about purpose, I like to break it down, meaning that we have a personal purpose within ourselves, taking care of ourselves and our environment to open up to higher consciousness. There's a relationship purpose of learning how to open to love and be a good person. And then there's a career purpose, which is starting to do something to gain income so we can survive. And then the spiritual purpose is, how can we serve? How can we really make a contribution to this planet?
And that is what people are searching for, to make the income.
Right, but it could be two separate things. It could be that you have an inclination towards detailed-oriented work and you end up working in a bank or as an accountant or as even a lawyer, okay? But like you said, you reach a certain point and you say, is this all there is? And then you're looking for something with more meaning. Now, sometimes your career purpose, and ideally your career purpose, is also your spiritual purpose. Meaning that purpose or meaning is how you live your life. You can live with joy and spiritual qualities in business. You can live as a decent parent or a wife or mother and have the joy of feeling like you have meaning in your life. I have a lot of mothers coming and saying once their kids reach teenage years, I have no meaning in my life. I got to do more, but yet I'm so busy with my kids. I'm driving here and there and everywhere. And, you know, the reality is their purpose right now is to be nurturing, to let their children become independent within reason, there's always meaning in what we're doing. Even in having a regular conversation, if you ask, why am I saying this? Why am I doing this? You'll figure out the meaning of it instead of just talking for the sake of talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So once somebody's on their path, how do they know it's the right path?
You know, everybody thinks, first of all, when they find their path, it's going to be easy.
And
There's
it's gonna
not
be
going to be
light
any
shining.
light all the time. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Meaning there's still parts of my business. I mean, I do counseling and workshops and retreats, but I still have to figure out insurance issues, and I have to do detailed oriented work, and I have to plan, and it's not always so much fun. So we have to be willing to do the work, even though it's purposeful work. It's not always the joy. Ideally,
Right.
we want to figure out how to have the joy in these little nitty-gritty things too. But in answer to your question, which was,
How do we know we're on
we're
the right
on the
path?
right path, we have to take action. Most people come to me and they say they keep thinking about it and thinking about it, and they don't know what the right path is. Well, if you're thinking about maybe becoming a therapist, take a class. Take your first class. If you want to be an artist, take a class in drawing or painting. You have to take action. And when the action is right, passion will go into the action, and you'll actually be guided. I mean, for me, I went through trauma. I think I mentioned it in the first video that we've done. And then I just, again, started doing everything I loved. I took action. I took a class on mystical experiences, and I loved it. And then the teacher who taught it said to me, you can't get just, I went to school at age 48, and she said, you can't just get your bachelor's degree, you have to get your master's degree. And I laughed at her. I said, who, me? You know? And then I took several more classes at this community college, and then transferred to a 4-year college. And so I guess what I'm saying is you're guided when you're on the right path. Her telling me I needed a master's degree was guidance, and I was tempted not to take it. So the trick is you have to go beyond your comfort level.
Yeah, that was the next question. When we hit our comfort zones and our limitations that we expected for ourselves, how do we push through that, or how do we not stop what we're doing and turn the other way?
Well, when I started writing my book, I followed my outline to a T, and the editor hated it when I sent it in. And so I was ready to quit. And I said, well, am I ready to quit? Or can I sit down and do the work needed? So you have to sometimes do the work, take the classes, do the research. And I did the research. It did take me 2 years, 3 years longer. And then I finally had the published book. But this works with everything. We have to break through our comfort zone. But I would like to mention one thing, though. Perhaps it's regressing a little bit, but finding purpose isn't something we search for. It happens by looking back on our lives to see what made us feel worthwhile and what we enjoyed doing. And then you want to look at, how do you like doing it? Do you like working a 9-to-5 job? Do you need structure? Would you rather have a free-flowing lifestyle where you're more autonomous? Do you like working in teams? So I have developed a process that people could look at as to what they enjoy doing, the way they enjoy doing it, people they enjoyed working with, the way they liked to work. And you'd be surprised when you put it all together, you come up with a vision and a mission statement. And when you finally develop your mission statement, that literally guides you. And that's when I said your purpose finds you. Your mission statement is what keeps you focused and directed.
And it comes together. It all comes together by itself, in a sense.
Right. It all comes together. And then again, when you take action, and the action is right, the passion goes into it. And you're literally guided by your own passion. Opportunities and people come to you. And you live life with more ease and joy.
And it's easy because, so you can have like somebody that's way up above you, but you're so joyful about doing it, what it is that you're doing, that they're not intimidating, and it's an easy flowing, and you just stepped up.
Exactly. I mean, this is where we have to break through our upper limit set points. And what upper limit set points are is saying always and never, or until. I can't do this until my life is perfect, or if only, well, what ifs. And you know, the other part of finding purpose, what goes along with that, is being successful. And people, that's where people have the upper limit set points. They might feel, if I'm successful, I'll become greedy. Or if I'm successful, the higher you go, the harder you fall. Or people will be jealous and won't want to be friends with me. So that's where we have to work through our upper limit
You
set
said parents too. You don't want to outdo your parents.
That's right. I mentioned that when we were talking earlier. Very often, even if our parents have passed away, unconsciously we might feel guilty if we outdo our parents. And that's where we have to work through ancestral lineage influences. Meaning, if our father or mother wasn't successful, we're afraid to be successful. Or whatever messages they've given us around success or lack of success, we have to work on freeing them.
So thank you. I think you got your message across. And the biggest thing that she mentioned was that our purpose finds us. Is there anything else that you would like to say?
No, the only thing is, think of doing everything you do with meaning. Ask, why am I doing this? And that way you'll have meaning throughout the day with everything you do. Why am I disciplining my child? What do I want to accomplish? Why am I, well, we're not supposed to criticize our spouses, but how can I say it in a meaningful way? Ask about meaning. That way you'll feel much more worthwhile. Your life will be more worthwhile, and you'll live with more joy.
If you got something from this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for new information from different practitioners weekly.